Hello everyone and welcome. Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports, and today we're going to be jumping into a little iRacing. We're going to be jumping into the iRacing GT Sprint Series, and I'm actually trying to get everything updated and ready to go in real time here. There was actually, I don't know, one version of iRacing on the on the web app, as far as like just going through the browser. It said I was good to go, and then when I actually launched iRacing in their actual software on the computer, then it says I have to update before I could continue. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. But all right, here we go. I think it's just honestly one vehicle, the BMW M4 GT3, that was kind of holding me up. So let's get that update going, and we're going to be jumping in with the new Corvette ZO6 GT3 R, I believe it is. I haven't raced this vehicle yet. I just purchased it, so we're going to be taking a look at it. I currently myself own a C8. I wish it was a Z06, not a Z06, but it's just a C8. And so the last race we did with the GTE series, I raced in the normal C8, or the C8R. So this is going to be interesting to see how the car feels, if it feels different. Should have a wider track. I'm not really sure with the GT3 and the GTE car what the dimensional differences are, but I know the Z06 is a wider track than the C8, so I don't know if they carried that over into their race cars. It'll be interesting to kind of see what the differences actually are. So, all right, let's go down. Let's choose GT Sprint Series. And then also last time we were having issues with our camera kind of shutting off. So I kind of have things set up a little bit where if it shuts off, we're just going to be doing the game capture. But I did set the settings that I have a feeling if it does do it again, it's the cable. Because my cam link actually shut off a little while ago, and I had to unplug and replug in just the cable, and it turned right back on. So, I mean, it could also be my cam link. All right, so we're registering for the race. Race starts in 30 minutes, so we're going to get a little bit of practice time, which is good. It's kind of rare for me, to be honest with you. We hardly ever get practice time, so it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, and let me actually set the focus on the camera, and we're going to be joining right now. So hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. We got some beautiful weather out here where I am in Northern California. Finally, it's not 137.5 degrees. It actually came down a little bit. Finally, I can't believe it. And I'm also kind of hoping that the setups are set in the correct spot. It looks like iRacing kind of named it a little weird. The Chevy, it says Chevy Vet with a Z. Oh no, Chevy Vet Z06, but they used a lowercase z, so that confused me. All right, so it's got to be the correct one then. It's too early in the morning for me. It's 8:30 a.m. where I am right now. Let's see how the mic is doing. Looks like that's doing well. All right, it's almost completely loaded in, and then we're going to be getting on the track. I'm excited. Again, we're using the Cama C5. I just haven't felt the need to remove it yet, but we're going to be removing it because I'm going to be testing something they just came out with for their pedal set for the Cama C5. So if you get the pedals, the CP5, now they have something specific for the brake. I can't wait to show you that all. They just reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to check it out, which I'm excited to do so. So the one thing that I kind of knocked the pedals on, even though the price, it's hard to beat a metal set of pedals for that kind of price. It really is. You know, Thrustmaster, all the companies that release like bass pedals for under $100 or around the $100, you kind of expect it to be extremely simple. Just an encoder, not, you know, load cells or anything like that. You're not expecting any of that, but now they have an accessory to really enhance that feel of the brake, and I can't wait to check it out. So we will be removing it for that review. I'm excited to do so. All right, let's switch the view over. So you can see we're at Road America. We're going to be trying a few different setups here. First time I actually downloaded some of the safe setups. There seemed to be a lot of them, and then also a lot related to wing angle. We don't have that much time to practice. Literally probably 25 minutes, so I just want something that's going to get us reliably around the track and really avoid incidences as much as possible. One thing I do need to start doing that was brought to my attention is really to schedule our streams. I'm not there yet, but you can expect that we're going to start doing that hopefully soon. Once everything kind of levels out here. Let's get this in a little bit more. There we go. iRacing setups.
New fastest lap for border 204.51.
Start off with the safe. And then, actually, so that's going to be the game capture if we lose camera footage, but let's see. All right, we should be good to go. All right, so the roll cage is a little bit more apparent in this car than in the GTE. It also has a little bit of like a lopey cam in a way. You can kind of hear. It does sound a little bit different.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
Let's get on track.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Disengage limiter.
I am noticing some feedback coming through the microphone. Not really sure why that's happening. Hold on one second, everyone. Let's see if we can figure this out real quick.
That's a new fastest lap for border 204.38.
If the audio sounds good to you guys, please let me know. It kind of on my side looks like it's doubling up the car audio. Let's see. Let me bring up NVIDIA broadcast, see what's happening right now. All right. I think that may fix it. I just increased our noise removal just to kind of troubleshoot this real quick. So all right, here we go. Let's get on track.
Exit looks clear.
Turn-in is still extremely sharp. Out of the box, this car feels, I think, easier to drive. Could be just a safe preset that we have on the setup. Tires are not heated up enough to really hold it in there. Same. Tires are not heated up enough. And I think I also braked a little bit late. I braked almost at the 3 instead of the 4, which I was doing last race. There we go.
Sector 1 is 1.5 off the pace.
We kind of ruined that. We were drifting out when we should have hit that last apex. There we go. I actually really like how this car feels. This feels really good. Still, that turn in has that almost like extremely fast ramp up, but once you're used to that, we should have upshifted.
The guy behind has just done a 211.18.
I think I caught a little bit of the grass there. Oh, way too much on the grass. Oh no. All right, let's go back to the pits. I also want to see if I can adjust this camera view. Is just going off enough where I can't really see the cars behind me.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
All right, so far this camera seems to be holding it together. Up, and then I went and messed it up. I'm almost certain it's that cable, which I do have another cable, but really I just need to order a new one. Because a tight
Left 97%, right rear 97.
a little tap like that shouldn't have taken it offline like that. But yeah, we'll watch it, and kind of happy now to know that at least it's a cable, because I did recently buy a new one. So this is actually a new camera. This is my old one. This one still works. It's just the HDMI port is actually broken on it. So it does work if you put a lot of pressure,
Has just posted a 209,
but you know, it's not really ideal. But these are definitely really good cameras. These are the Sony RXO Mark IIs. Very expensive, so if you could find them open box or used, pre-owned, that's really the best way to get them, because I think they're still like 500 bucks. And they are an older camera at this point, but definitely really, really nice cameras. Just they don't automatically focus, so it's a little bit difficult there, but they're good for things like this. Let's get a new car. And what else did I want to do? There was something else I wanted to... Oh. Let's make sure chat's working on the screen. Just gonna resend my original message as a test. There we go. All right, let's get back out on track. Let's try the, let's see. Is maybe the safe preset is kind of giving me a little bit of understeer.
Fastest lap for Border 204.24.
Now, I'm getting my setups from VRS. So if you guys are interested in any setups or anything, I get them from VRS. They're not sponsoring me at all. But, you know, I've used them for a long time. I know a lot of people have used them for a really long time. So that is what it is. There's also like really good tips and tricks videos on how to do each race with every car.
It looks clear.
Pretty neat service. It's not expensive. But if you want to do these open races where you have to make your own setup, that's kind of the way to go. All right, so this is... I can feel the rear kicking out just a little bit more. Oh, I didn't set the camera angle. The rear view camera angle. Turning feels a little sharper. I think, and it makes sense. I think the safe preset was introducing a little bit of understeer. Now we're on cold tires, so it's really going to be difficult to make a full assessment of anything, really. And ideally, I would have had a lot more time to practice, but I'm glad I got any. Oh, oh, oh. Now you see the difference between the normal and the safe. We weren't kicking the rear out and sliding in the safe preset at all. We were pretty consistent. That's something else to consider too. You know, I may have to let off or brake a little bit more with the safe preset due to the understeer, but is it more consistent? Sometimes that gets you a lot more places. But straight out of the gate, this GT3 is really nice, even on cold tires. Very easy to drive in comparison. Wow, you can see how much faster I am with this setup, and this wasn't a good lap. Almost a second quicker.
19 is your quickest lap in this session. That puts you 5.3 off the pace. You've just done a 209.56. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
That's the risk, though. Right there. You hear that traction control kicking in. Last lap was a 208.999. Let's see if we can kind of get everything laced together and really get this to be somewhat of a clean lap.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. That lap was a 208.41.
All right, 208.4. See if we can get in the 207s. We only got a few minutes before this race starts, only about 2 minutes. That was a 2:08, 3:28.
That's your fastest lap. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace.
Let's go back. Rest for a second. The race is going to be starting any second. It's going to tell us to get out and join the race session any moment. We're just going to chill and wait for that. I haven't tried the qualifying setup yet. Now, I would imagine the qualifying setup is probably going to feel very similar to what we just ran. And that's kind of why I wanted to run it. But also, it's a much faster setup, so I'm actually pretty glad I did try it. So that way, there we go. There's join race session. Beautiful. So actually, that was a very productive and good practice session to get ready for this race. We just really need to make sure we're braking, especially when the tires are cold early, because the car kind of tricks you. It has so much grip in this race setup. Not the safe one, this race setup. It really like fools you into this false sense of security of like, yeah, we can go deeper in the turns. We can brake later. And the moment you do, you just lose it all. It's really like there's a knife edge there. And if you cross it, you're done. So we got to be real careful with that and really respect the setup as much as possible. Now, this is going to be a 40-minute race session. So it's not going to be a quick race session. We're going to have to pay attention to our tires, pay attention to crew chief on when we're going to be actually going into pit. So let's set up our qualifying setup right now. And then also, I want to go in the car and I want to set this mirror if we can. Looks like we can. Beautiful. All right, so we'll be able to see who's behind us beautifully. And let's set the other mirrors while we're at it.
It's now 83 Fahrenheit.
Drivers, and then right side. Beautiful. The pitch is correct, so we're good there. All right. Oh no, Stiggy Bishop. What? Sorry to hear that, man. There's nothing funny about that. I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you're recovering real well. I had nothing near that serious, but they were thinking possible kidney stones for me. So I had imaging. Oh, last weekend. So everything's starting to feel a little bit better in my boat. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're recovering. For qualifying, we have okay, good. Good. It was taken out the same day. Good. All right, so here we go. Let's get qualifying here. Yeah, those could turn sideways real fast. The crazy thing about them is sometimes you'll have those for a long time. They'll never cause an issue, and all of a sudden it's like out of nowhere, there's a problem. But Siggy, very happy to hear you doing okay.
Temperature's decreasing. It's now 82 Fahrenheit.
All right, so this is just the out lap here. We're just heating the tires on this qualifying setup. Yeah. Here we go, first qualifying lap. All right, we got one more lap. Road America is so fun. It's so technical in like flattened areas where you would really want there to be a bank. It's also hard to pass. Woo! Felt that car crab walking. We messed up that turn.
P5.
All right, I'll take it. I don't think we're going to maintain P5 because a lot of people are still on the track racing, or I should say qualifying, but see where we'll end up. This car is nice. While I'm thinking about it, let's get the race setup. I'm not going to do the safe setup. Hopefully that doesn't bite me too much. But we'll do the full race setup. I kind of felt like even on the qualifying setup, it was a qualifying safe, that it was a little too much understeer. It got me around the track. Got me around the track pretty reliably, but I felt like I was still fighting to have it turn in some areas, which I didn't experience during the normal setup. It was definitely faster. I mean, I have never pulled a time like that in the last practice session. So, all right, so it looks like we have qualified in the top 5. Beautiful. So you see we did a 2:07.2 fastest lap time. Jonathan Barrick, 2:05.7. So we are the start of the 2:07s. Ahead of me is Aliso Alati with a 2:06.844. So not too far off there. But it's me and Cassie Gallagher are only like 0.3 off of one another. And then it's 2:08s, 2:09s, 2:18s. I'm sure a lot of people are just trying to also be safe. Maybe try to get their safety rating up. We'll see. We will see. I'm glad we got the mirror figured out. And let's see how many cars we got. 28 cars in this race session's currently loaded up. Again, it's a 40-minute race session. Yeah.
60 seconds.
I like how they give you the countdown now. I don't remember that before. I'm gonna have that just hovering over game capture just in case we run into issues with game capture. I mean, with our point of view camera here. You may notice lights turning on and off. Again, I do have my Philips Hue lights kind of going, interacting with the title. Let's take a quick swig before we go. I really should have turned off tires, but we'll do that when we go into the pits. All right, guys, wish me luck. Starting P5, Road America for the GT Sprint Series. I'm actually kind of nervous. I think the last race we did, we started like P26, so there was like no pressure. I just wanted to finish the race. Now all of a sudden we're starting P5. Crazy. Oh. We are surrounded by Mustangs. And a Mustang in front of us, a Mustang to the left of us. Looks like Casey Gallagher is Mustang driver. Got a Ferrari, AMG. Got a Z06 driving in a Porsche. That's a new one. They are becoming one car. And they're taking off. Where are they going? We're all getting the warning, let the pace car by. Rafael Rodriguez ahead of me with the Mustang. Started the slowdown process. Alright, so we're all waiting for this pace car. Hopefully we all get black flag now. I think these guys are going to go for it as soon as this pace car goes in. The AMG, the Ferrari, the Z06, I think we got a Z06 and P1, and this Mustang are all extremely quick, the ones ahead of us. I think it was the Z06 that was the 205. Insanely fast lap time. Feels like we're barely moving, but according to my speedometer, we're going 58 miles an hour. I can tell you though, after being on Thunderhill Raceway and my last car, my Camaro ZL1, I think we hit like 138 on the straightaway in that video. When you did have to do like parade laps, in the beginning of every other session, it did feel extremely slow. Meanwhile, you were doing like, 30, 40, sometimes even 50 miles an hour. That's a very small course as far as like, tight technical turns, no long swooping turns. So you did have to slow down quite a bit more on the parade laps. But, after doing over 100 miles an hour most of the track, doing sub 100, you feel like you're crawling, so. See what they're gonna do. All right, here we go. Instead of being offline and moving slower, sometimes it's easier to just let the outside guy in, get the draft.
Okay, right, next car.
Car on your right side. Clear right, clear right. There's a car on your right side. Clear right. Clear right.
This turn really tests your patience. We got some greenery, we had some tires. All right, there we go. That's first lap down. I'm not aware of any incidents that happened behind us, but so far ahead of us, everyone's driving really clean.
P6.
Braked a little bit late there. Can't do that again. Oh, Ferrari behind us went into the wall.
There's an incident in
Hard.
turn 5. It looks like NS.
I wonder if he got
P5. Ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9.
hit from behind because he went real hard into the wall. Almost like he was hit. But also he could have just went off track and hit some grass. Definitely a possibility.
I think P3's gone off in turn 14.
Oh!
Alright, right. Don't let this guy destruct you. The leader's just done a 210.06. P5. The lap time was at 208.40. The car in front has just posted a 208.14.
So far we're sitting at P5.
Yeah, so Gallagher ahead is now 0.7.
Clear left. One car on your left side. Left side clear.
Felt the rear moving a little bit on me. Good thing I heard the 35 minutes part of that pit for refueling. I started thinking, oh my gosh, what happened to the setup?
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. Quicker than you entering turn 3.
Thought I was going to be able to get a run on him. Didn't quite have it. Didn't quite have enough. Really try to get a run on him.
Fastest lap for Marek, 207.22.
We messed up that turn. Woo! I feel like my tires have severely fallen off. All right, let's try to catch this pack. We're 1.8 seconds behind Casey. Telmo behind us is 0.5 seconds behind us at the moment.
Sector 1 is 0.44 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. Okay, Red, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. You're quicker than us entering turn 3.
Rafael Rodriguez Jr.
It's Luton, left line. If you keep mind-
P2 just went off into the grass. We're able to pull up another position there. He's really slowing us up on that turn.
Okay, right. You've used half your fuel.
Here comes the sweat. I'm already starting to sweat. I'm gonna end up leaving this race looking like I went swimming.
Keep the pressure on. Don't give her a break. That's excellent. Keep it up.
There's a car on your right side. Clear on the right.
Oh,
On your left. On your right. Still there. Clear to your left. Left side. All clear to left.
woo! I got a little wild. I ended up getting it off track. But luckily the contact didn't result in anything but a 0 times. I think one of the guys hit me on the inside. I mean on the outside.
Just ignore it. It'll go away.
Side. Go there. Clear left.
Come on, keep pushing.
All right, we're back to
Next
V5.
car is Carvalho, car number 10.
We're starting to lose these tires. Come on. think the Mustang's starting to have issues with tires as well. He slowed way down on that long swooping turn there. The feel coming through this wheel is actually really, really good. I know they had an update recently, and I feel like I could feel everything I need to feel. I feel the curbs. I've been able to save this car a few hundred times already. Surprising for the price. And just 5 Newton meters, really. The Canvas C5 is really good.
Halfway. We think about 8 minutes of fuel remaining.
Not getting that sucked into that second apex enough. Car number 3, A license. All right, people are starting to pit in now.
Alita in front is now 1.5 seconds.
I'm going to start working on deselecting the tires. On the straights. Oh, come on.
lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
Where's fuel? Auto
Dash
set.
behind is pitting.
Okay. Where's my guy? There he is.
Front left, 84%. Left rear, 92. Pit exit's clear. Okay, right, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. You're reeling, P5. The gap is now 5.4.
There we go. That was nice. We just got the tire on the edge of the inside. That's what I wanted. Next car is Alita, car number 3, A license. So far, we're back to P5 after pitting.
The gap to P3 ahead is now 7.9 seconds. The leader, Barak, is pitting. The gap to P5 behind is now 7.6. Gonzalez, car number 19, is leading the race.
That was good. That was really good.
1 minute, 30 seconds. 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 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Nice. You just moved up to P4. Now it's my fastest lap, 2:07.008. Oh no! Just got our second off track.
Okay, right. We've got out track limits. Keep between.
Come on. Telmo's coming back up behind us. He was that red Ferrari that was kind of holding some good pressure before. No! We had him 7 seconds behind, now he's 4 seconds behind. What's happening? We're sliding on every turn now. Clean those tires off. It's got to be from going in the grass when we did.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go. Relax, focus, keep it smooth. The gap behind is now 4.2. P3.
So crew chief just said P3, iRacing still saying P4, but I only see a P2 car ahead of us. I'm not really sure what's happening. I'm trying not to let it distract me.
Carvalho is getting closer. The gap is now 0.6. Very fast in house into 0.6.
Woo! I had to reposition my foot. My foot was sliding off the throttle pedal. Oh, P3.
Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P2.
P2. No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even know how I lost it right there. I was on my normal line. It's gotta be the like track conditions are changing or something's happening here. Oh, now the car is sliding quite a bit because we just went in the grass. Oh, so frustrating.
The captain, P4 behind is now 2.5.
Thank you, bud. Let's see if we can get our P2 spot back.
There's an incident here.
Oh!
Looks like it's Carvalho.
He got hit too by the invisible oil slick. Got him as well. It got me and then it got him. It happens.
Just dropped 2 minutes. The next car is 1 lap behind.
Woo! White flag is out, and so is my fuel light.
Me too. Okay, right.
Gotta take it home.
Keep it together.
Gotta take it home.
Podium.
I am absolutely drenched right now. Can we make this happen, everyone? Oh, I'm like vibrating with excitement right now. First day of trying this car.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Come on, baby. You got this. You got this. Don't do that to me. Do not do that to me. There we go. Oh, she's crap walking everywhere. Front and the rear giving out.
There's an incident in the kink.
Oh no, not in the kink. Hopefully we don't have a car right in the middle of the track here. I see smoke, but I don't see a car. So I think we're okay. Oh. Car behind is about 4 seconds back, so I'm just going to take it easy. Make sure we don't mess up any of these turns here. Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Well done, Ray. Great drive. That's a podium.
Awesome! All right, let's get off the track before we end up getting hit. Woo! P2! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh man, what a comeback story this is. We did the we did the GTE race last week. I think I qualified P26 and we finished P24, something like that. I just did the GT Sprint Series with the Chevy Corvette ZO6 GT3 R, which I have never driven before, with a setup that we only had like 20 minutes of practice on. We started P5 and we finished P2. Woo! Everyone, this is, oh my God. I'm freaking out right now. This is absolutely awesome. This is absolutely awesome. Oh my gosh. So I did want to check. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I did want to check. There was a lap. Let's see, let's go back just a little bit. Where we ended up going 3 wide. And I think it was this lap here. Let's fast it forward a little bit. I know we went 3 wide at some point here. Yeah, I think it was right here. 3 wide into this turn. Oh, so he ended up rear-ending me a little bit. But we ended up avoiding anything major. I ended up getting a little off track because of the little bump that we had, but it's really no harm, no foul. It was 0 times. It was within the allowable, but you see I ended up going off because I ended up getting pushed off a little bit. Not bad. Woof. I am like, my adrenaline is just going crazy right now. All right, everyone. Well, I'm Crash, this RTA Motorsports. Definitely thank you so much for joining in, hanging out, and experiencing this race with me. I am extremely happy and excited that we did what we did and that we did as well as we did. Really wasn't sure what it was going to look like coming into a new car. Again, it was a race that we did do a week ago, but in a different car, technically speaking. It was the normal C8, the GTE class car. We did race in that one at Road America, so I did have experience with the C8 platform. It does feel similar as far as turn-in. It's very sharp as far as turn in goes, doesn't require a lot of input. The nice thing about that is a few times you saw me save the car, and really it's, you know, especially with the smaller Camus wheel, it's really quick to, you know, really snap in those saves. But in this case here, you know, the car also requires very little input. So it just makes it a very, not twitchy car, but it almost going along that route. But once you get used to it, it is a really, really good feeling car. This thing is, it's insane. It's hooked up. I love this GT3 R. And I think I'm going to be following this series a little bit more closely because I just felt so much more comfortable with this car and its driving dynamics. Everyone, again, I am not sponsored by VRS, but if you need setups, that's what I've been using. I get that question every so often. What are you using for your setups? It's VRS. And Camus did send us this wheel for review and to take a look at. So we have been using it. I hope to do a long-term review very shortly because I feel like it's getting to the point where I really understand this wheelbase and how it feels. But I will tell everyone that's here and hanging out with me right now, this Camus wheelbase is a beast. Only 5 Newton meters for the price. It's an absolute beast. I am absolutely sweating right now, not only from just the stress of the driving situation, but also handling everything, emotion and the wheel. So it's enough to make me sweat. And so, yeah, I think you would all enjoy it too, especially if you're looking for a good budget direct drive wheel. It's very hard to discount this one out of the conversation. Everyone, again, I'm Crash, this is RTA Motorsports. Thank you so much for hanging out, and forward to seeing you all soon. We're going to be doing some content related to my C8 very shortly. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you all next time.